Are you hungry? Hungry as a gremlin? Here's gremlin cereal.
Gremlins, bite after bite. What a tasty way to satisfy a gremlin appetite.
Gremlins is a deliciously sweet, crunchy cereal that satisfies the hungry little gremlin that's in all of us.
Gremlins, bite after bite. What a tasty way to satisfy a gremlin appetite.
Gremlin cereal is part of this complete breakfast.
Gremlin, yum yum.
The new He-Man Power Sword.
Cool! It makes sound!
Is that so?
Skeleton!
The Power Sword makes 8 action sounds. It lights up with power. You can be a hero with the He-Man Power Sword. Send for a He-Man video for 99 cents and postage with specially marked vehicles.
Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the 81st episode of Jazzy Jeff's Trading Card Review Series. So, for the 81st episode, I'm starting the first of a whole new series. It's sort of a series within a series. These episodes from here going forward, this is going to be the first part of the Trading Cards Review Vault. And what that is are my little box vaults. Going to be cracking them open. You can hear that Velcro ripping. And I'm going to be showing off some of my favorite cards that I keep in these boxes. Now, obviously, I've been showing cards for a very long time, and I have a ton of cards. And I'm not necessarily going through everything. This is just the best of the best, or the favorites, at least, of mine that I keep in these boxes. And today's episode is the black box. We're going black. We're going big. Oh, shit. This video is going to get flagged. Anyway, so all corny jokes aside, I'm just diving right into it. And I even put my hair back for this one because I'm getting serious. So let's go ahead and get started. So because of the gentleman that I am, I'm starting with the ladies. So up first I have a trading card from my Greg and Tim Hildebrandt episode. That is the Black Cat cover that was remade for the 90s when the two creators got back together to basically bring the character back into the 90s. Just a really awesome looking card. I love the foil shininess of it. Very neat. And then moving on to the next lady, we have Voodoo from Wildcats. So here are some just really cool cards by Topps. And I did these cards in my Image episode. So if you did not see the Image episode, obviously, check that out. And keep in mind, all of these episodes, or the cards that I show to the episodes, they'll be in the comment section below. So be free. Obviously, feel free to check that out. And then hopefully those will be posted on my Facebook, on my Jazzy Jeff Facebook. All right, and then y'all remember when I did the Tales from the Crypt cards? So here they are. I really did enjoy those. I just picked out a few cards that really stood out to me. So here we have the guy turning into what appears is their version of the Wolfman. So really good stuff, really awesome. And then here we have sort of like the classic, woman is against the wall and the magician is throwing things at her, but here it looks like he's trying to kill her. So that's fantastic. And then here we have yet another werewolf / night creature of some sort. But I just love it. It's just so terrifying. I love the shading and the color and the look of it. So there are some Tales from the Crypt cards. And then, of course, these are real far back. I want to say probably season 1 when I did my Ghostbuster 2 cards. And one of my favorites was the, the Scolari Brothers. And speaking of the Scolari Brothers, I love the way he says it, are the ghosts. So there you have it. Some really fun cards. I'm usually not a big fan of movie cards. But I love Ghostbusters, so those are pretty cool. And speaking of movie cards, y'all remember when I did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards, and a couple cards that were my favorite were a close-up of Donatello and a close-up of the Shredder. They both almost look like behind-the-scenes photos. They don't necessarily look like scenes from the movie. Maybe that one was a scene in the movie, but regardless, these are really cool cards. I like those a lot. And then speaking of behind-the-scenes, this is absolutely has to be a behind-the-scenes picture. So there you go. And I love April from the first one. We'll always have a crush on her. Beautiful actress, but just great movie and pretty cool cards. Like I said, the Ghostbusters 2 cards and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie trading cards both didn't just do stills from the movie. They also did incorporate some behind the scenes photos and some other stuff. So that's what made those cards cool. And then, of course, y'all remember the Zero Hero cards, perchance. This was a little while ago, but not too long ago. I want to say maybe season 4. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But a couple favorite cards of mine were Garlic Girl. I thought that was really funny, the girl burping and knocking out the guy. And then, of course, we have Dazzling Dog and Dinner Dog. For my Simpsons fans out there, about 3 people will probably get that joke. And then, moving on to a mighty, mighty, mighty stack of cards. The Jaws cards that I just opened earlier this season, and they also made it into the black box. So there you go. Anne and Greg from Sweet Girl Designs. Hooking me up with the Jaws cards. That was big. I know it wasn't too long ago that I showed these, but I'm still on a Jaws kick, and there's just a lot of really awesome cards, not to mention just killer 3D cards. I mean, I literally could do multiple episodes about these cards. I mean, it's tough to do the 3D pictures justice, it's unbelievable. And then I'm such a big fan of whales. I had to include that photo. Really cool. Although, it's sad. I hate animals that are in captivity. I know it's a taboo topic. And then that was just a great photography shot. For the photographers out there, hopefully people that, if any of you like taking pictures that watch this show. So there you go. And then speaking of beautiful actresses, oh man, I always forget her name. Leah Tompkins, I think. Of course, Back to the Future fame, but she's been in tons of stuff. But total 80s babe. Gotta love her. And let's go ahead and end the show on some more Jaws action. Jaws 3D, that is. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This was the best of Jazzy Jeff's Black Box trading cards. There will be more of these episodes, once again, like I said at the beginning of the video. So expect more parts of this. I'm hoping to squeeze all these in before the year ends, but if not, it'll just roll into 2020. Going through what's left of my cards. So I guess they're destroyed now. But anyway, one last thing. As I promised, I would scratch off these. So, okay, here they are, unscratched, and I will scratch them. So they were both losers, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jazzy Jeff with the first of the best of the Trading Cards Review Vault, Part 1.
It has already begun.
You know where you are. You are at the door to dreams.
Oh, it's unbearable, isn't it? The suffering of strangers, the agony of friends.
From the imagination of Clive Barker comes a twisted vision of our world and the underworld. Hellraiser 1, 2, and 3 begins next. The October movies on the Sci-Fi Channel. Be afraid.